Alright, so I am a tad bit late on this because for the past few days I couldn't really record much. But Global Show already have this. The ELVIS outfit for King is a free outfit from the Hawk Pass. I also took longer because I didn't want to buy it with gems, so I had to do the challenges for Hawk. It looks pretty good. I think the trajectory of the Hawk Passes is pretty nice. The Hawk Pass outfits. There are some characters that I wish would have got outfits before a character like King, which has enough outfits, but you know, I'll take it. I would have much rathered some characters that are missing, but it's fine by me. Let's take him for a spin and talk about King specifically. I didn't want to bring Blue King because I feel like he's been quite phased out so far. Like no one's really using him because there's no point. This King is way better, but I personally am not a big fan of this character. I really wish they would have made the Sins team comprised of more accessible characters. Like you can say, you know, oh, but King is a 600 character, right? So technically he's cheaper than a festival, but in reality, it's like that's not how the game works. That's not how players should be summoning. You know, you should never pull for such low value banners like Kings. Even if he's technically cheaper, he will cost you much more than pulling on a 900 banner that has much more value, right? So I get that I'm gonna have to assume a ton of you guys wish you had him, but he hasn't returned yet, right? He is still to return, and given he was New Year, I would have to assume he's gonna return for anniversary. But by then, is Sins gonna be that much of a meta team? Anniversary might shift things around pretty hard, right? And King is the worst character on the team. No questions asked. He is. Merlin, the back unit, there's no replacement for her, really. You can say Zeldris, but that damage reduction and the free stats at the beginning of the battle are just so good. Because Zeldris requires you to debuff them first, right? Merlin's just gonna be untouched. She is a very, very, very powerful back unit. And then, obviously, Bon and Meliodas are phenomenal characters. There's no way they would get replaced. So, it leaves you with King, right? It leaves you with King. If we get another character for the Sins team, he's the one that's gone. Now, there was the DM. Okay, dude, I sometimes hate using this Meliodas. This is why I love using Arthur so much more. Because of King's shield, he couldn't break my shield to debuff me, so I couldn't get the rank up. Day 1 I was pissed off at how Melee's design is super convoluted for no reason. If you're not facing a Bon and you are using King, you can tell how Melee's design can bite you in the ass super hard. Because if they don't apply a debuff to you, Melee's kind of a sitting duck. With no attack buff, his cards don't do that much damage, and that can be a problem, right? But, I mean, if I had to take off alt gauge for King, I would have been fine, right? In any case, King is definitely the character to be removed first. His shield is cool and all, but it's not the defining factor of the team, right? The team was already pretty good, and King is just a tiny bit better than whatever would be his other option at the moment. Like, it's not like he is overwhelmingly amazing or anything like that. It's really just, well, he is the best option we have right now. But that's not saying much, right? That's not really saying all that much. So yeah, for everyone that did skip King, it's not that big of a deal. Whenever he comes out, again, you know, you can just pull for him. I'm not gonna... You know what, I'm not gonna bother going for the remove with melee. I'm not gonna get the rank up anyways. You can just pull him again if he remains to be meta by the time he comes back. It's really odd because we're at a point where the teams are so tight. You know, the meta teams are very, very strong, and you know, if you don't have these specific characters, it becomes very hard to run them. But since the one I'm like, I wish I could replace this King, because I just don't like using him. The shield in the beginning is cool and all, but I don't think he reflects very well Melee's passive, because he wants you to be debuffed. And if the shield does this, where I have no debuffs on my team because he didn't break it, it's not particularly amazing to have that happen. So I'll kill the Astarosa. It's fine if you're facing Bonds, because they passive debuff you, but you know, demons are still pretty prevalent. I would say at the moment, majority of the people I face aren't running a specific team. You know, there's no like, oh, you know, every match is a Sin team, every match is an X team. It's pretty varied right now. And you know, there's demons, there's Sins, there's humans. I'm facing a lot more humans now. I'm guessing people realized how good Arthur is, and they're starting to like summon for him now, because I'm facing quite a bit more. But demons are still here and there. And I mean, the human team, as long as you go first, you win anyways. But still, I guess it's all I'm facing. But what I'm trying to get at is that, you know, it's fine. Like, King is fine. If you don't have him, it's fine. He's gonna get replaced soon anyways, probably. This is what happens with regular banner characters that are very specific. They're made for a very specific thing, but they aren't overwhelmingly amazing. They're just pretty good, you know. And that's exactly what King is. He's meant for one thing. You toss him in there, he gives you the shield. After the shield is broken, he's kind of done for. Like that was his whole function. And for now, because there's nothing better for Sins, like the end just really isn't it, you know. There's so much stance removal right now, and you need to be hit like several times for the basic stats, which for the Sins team, you could think it's a good thing because of Melee's, you know, need for debuffs. But in practice, it's just not it for Bond, and it's just not it. But King, at the very least, provides you with that insta turn 1. You get the basic stats, you get a damage increase, and you can just do stuff until it breaks, right? But yeah, it's not like it's the most amazing thing ever. So, I mean, the thing with King is that I wish I had material for him for this video, right? I wish I could go, oh wow, look at his X, but characters that are designed to just exist aren't very exciting, right? It's hard to get his winning screen. It's hard to get his ult because he just doesn't. He's just there. He's just there. But you know, hey man, being there has worked out so far for him. So who am I to judge? This is the one match I should have gone for the removal, because I did get actually the thing. Whatever. Can I wipe here? Melee is starting. No, King is starting Link. Pretty much a wipe. Hey, the attack related stab off was pretty good there, right? Melee can look very bad without his attack buff. But, you know, when the shield broke and King gave the attack related stats, it was helpful. But I don't it's hard for me to expect that Sins are going to get better characters because I think their time in the meta is already like being overstated. So King probably is here to stay for the Sin team, but I don't know for how long the Sin team will be here to stay, if that makes any sense.